Curtsy lunge. Bring your hands on your hips. Stay with your feet hip distance apart. Now load your left leg and bring your right foot behind your left leg and reach with that right leg all the way to the back. Try to bring the center of your chest towards your thigh and then stand up tall. Then do the same thing to the other side. Stand and load your right foot. Bend your knee, send your hip back and reach with your left leg all the way to the back. And then stand up tall. Let's go for 10 more to the left and then 10 more to the right. Try to load that standing leg hip. Keep your chest just over your leg, bending and extending. Last 8, hop and then switch, hop. Last 7, hop and then switch, hop. Last 6, each direction, and left. Last 5, and left, switch, and left. Last 4, hop, switch, hop. Last 3, and left, hop, and switch. Last 2, and 1 more. Each direction, and switch, and release. Great job. Let's start with your hands underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers with the middle fingers pointing forward and then step with one foot to the back, then the other foot to the back. If this is a little bit too much, you can always lower your knees towards the mat and you can modify with your knees down on the mat as well. So now from here, we are going to lift one hand, tap the shoulder, and then you switch and you tap. Try not to rock your body too much. Try to keep it as still as possible. Almost like you're holding a glass of water on your back. So see how still can you be moving that hand off the floor. So there is not much of the shift, as little as possible. Modify with your knees down as much as you have to. We are halfway there already. Find the rhythm of touching that shoulder, tapping the shoulder with your hand. However fast or however slow, it feels good for your body. Keep your abs engaged and you go out. 12 more seconds. Last 8, 7, and 6, and 5. Last 4, last 3, and 2. 1 more. Great job. Eye clock. This one you can do wherever you feel like. You can sit down on your chair, on your couch, you can lay down on your floor, or you can just sit down with your legs crossed. Make sure that you feel comfortable, relax your shoulders. We don't want to move the neck, we don't want to move the head, it's only an eye exercise. Close your eyes for a second. Relax your shoulders, find yourself in that comfortable position. And if you need to change the position, go ahead and change it so you are somewhere where you can completely focus just on your eye movement and your body can stay nice and still. Now I want you to look into that deep dark space behind you with your eyes closed, almost like you want to turn your eyes around and look behind you into that deep dark space. That will help us to relax all the muscles along the neck, to the front and the back. And then take deep breath in, and then deep exhalation. Now start slowly opening your eyes, look forward, and imagine that there is a huge clock around your body. And we're going to look at different hours of that clock. So let's look all the way up to 12 o'clock, which is just right above you, almost like you want to look at the tip of your head. And then look down to 6 o'clock, like you want to see what's underneath you, but you can't because you cannot move your head. Now look all the way to your right corner, and then all the way to the left corner. Now look all the way up to 1 o'clock, and across to 7 o'clock. Look up to 2 o'clock, across to 8 o'clock. 3 o'clock, across to 9 o'clock. 4 o'clock, across to 10 o'clock. 5 o'clock, across to 11 o'clock. 6 o'clock, up to 12 o'clock. 7 o'clock, up to 1 o'clock. 8 o'clock, to 2 o'clock. 9 o'clock, to 3 o'clock. 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, then back to 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock, 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock, 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Then look at 12 o'clock and go hour by hour. Big circle to the right. Go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Reverse 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 12 o'clock, look to the middle, and now draw a big infinity, big figure 8 going from the corner to the corner. Go one direction, we'll go for around 3 of those, and then reverse those big circles up and around, huge circles, up, and one more, and really spring, put your eyes a couple of times and relax, and notice how more open and wider and more awake they feel. I hope you enjoyed this one. Good job.